Coming up on this edition of the Bluffton News, we'll learn what's happening with the Bluffton Junior ROTC, and we'll step inside Bluffton High School's 2013 graduation. Thanks for joining us for the Bluffton News. I'm Anneliza Itkor, and these are today's current headlines. This past week, more than 300 Bluffton seniors donned cap and gown to celebrate receiving their high school diploma. This was the largest class to date to graduate. Valedictorian Erica Porter and salutatorian Jose Resendez Moraz will be attending Clemson in the fall, and Devin Oliver, who was chosen as the national spokesperson for the Youth Leadership Council, was the keynote speaker. The highlight of the evening was the announcement that Bluffton High School was named to the Washington Post's America's Most Challenging High Schools and earned the Palmetto Gold Honors, received excellent absolute and growth ratings on the South Carolina School Report Card. Bluffton High was also awarded SAT and ACT Magna Cum Laude Awards for outstanding performance and rapid improvement with the South Carolina Department of Education. Tourism-related organizations in Beaufort County looking to receive grants from fiscal year 2013-14 2% sales accommodations tax funds have until 5 p.m. on Monday, August 5th to complete and submit their applications. These are available online at the county's website from the event slider. State law allows for a 2% tax levy on the rental of all transient accommodations to help provide financial support to fund tourism-related projects and events. These funds enabled Beaufort County to award approximately $477,000 in grants to local organizations during fiscal year 2012 through 2013. In the last 5 years, Beaufort County has provided local grants for tourism totaling over $1.6 million. Information about past grant awards is available at the county's website. Jamison's and Sun City staff, board of directors, and restaurant task force members gathered for a ribbon cutting to celebrate the opening of Jamison's Char House in the Hidden Cypress Clubhouse in Sun City Hilton Head. Full bar and restaurant service is now available to Sun City residents and the public. This restaurant marks the first time that the Illinois-based Premier Steakhouse will open its doors in the southeastern United States. Jamison's Char House operates 7 restaurants in the Chicago suburbs, including one in Sun City Hilton Head's sister community, Sun City Huntley. More than 500 students have registered and hundreds more are expected to register for the June 14th deadline for the Beaufort County School District's virtual summer school program, which lets students go to school during the summer without actually entering the building. This will be the 4th year for the 8-week program, which helps students maintain or accelerate their academic skills over summer vacation. The school district estimates that about half of this summer's participants will be from low-income families. The district placed 34 refurbished desktop computers in Boys and Girls Clubs, 25 computers at the YMCA of Beaufort, and 40 computers in the neighborhood outreach centers. The machines were retired from district schools and refurbished. Throughout the program, virtual summer school teachers will monitor how students are doing and keep parents up to date on their progress. The Beaufort County Board of Education has approved the selection of a veteran high school principal from Aiken County to take over as principal at H.E. McCracken Middle School. Todd Bornschuer has been principal at North Augusta High School since 2010, and from 2006 to 2010 he was principal at Silver Bluff High School, also in Aiken County. Under Bornschuer's leadership, North Augusta High earned its first ever Palmetto Gold Award in 2013 from the South Carolina Department of Education. Bornschuer has a bachelor's degree in secondary mathematics education from the University of South Carolina. He also has master's education degrees in mathematics and in administration from the University of South Carolina. And here's what's happening around the state. A man has died after he was apparently struck by a vehicle in a Columbia suburb. 44-year-old Charles Leroy Brown died while in surgery early Sunday in a Columbia hospital. It appears Brown was a pedestrian whose body was found in a road around 10 p.m. this past Saturday. Forest Acres police are treating the death as an apparent hit and run. You name it, Griffin Creekmore has probably done it. The 17-year-old has earned every single merit badge Boy Scouts of America has to offer, totaling 135 badges in all. His achievement is highly unusual. While Scouting.org says some 2,209,000 young men have been named Eagle Scouts since 1911, the number earning all of the badges available to them is less than 200. Of those honored, 3 are from Georgia and 2 are from South Carolina. Creekmore will likely join their ranks when he ages out in November. Creekmore is a member of Troop 2002 in Brunswick, Georgia, which is in part of the Okefenokee Area Council, but has been a guest of India Waters Council's Troop 428 at First Baptist Church of St. Matthews since transferring in fall 2011 to Calhoun Academy, where he plans to graduate in spring of 2014. For more information on these headlines and more, please check out the media sources you see listed on your screen. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter. After the break, Lynne Hummell of the Bluffton Sun has the details on Bluffton's top stories, and Shellie West-Hodges brings us the Bluffton Business Report.
Welcome to Brown Golf, where playing here has its rewards. Purchase a 20-round package of golf prior to May 1st, 2013 and receive a full day with yours truly. That's 18 holes of golf, 2-hour mini school, and lunch. To purchase that package, go to browngolfmanagement.com. That's browngolfmanagement.com. Now, let's go humble the golf course.
Welcome back to the Bluffton News. Joining me now is Lynne Hummell of the Bluffton Sun. So Lynne, I don't know about you, but I'm already looking at 2013 and wondering where the heck it has gone. Not only that, but the Don Ryan Innovation Center, a year old already. Tell us what's going on with that.
Yeah, isn't that hard to believe? Seems like just yesterday. But in an anniversary celebration on May 30th at the center in Buckwalter Place, the group celebrated all the accomplishments of their dozen companies in the incubator, including the hatching of their first graduate. Bill Grand, CEO of Nutrifusion, has completed the program and is ready to set out on his own. And interestingly, during the celebration, Grand talked about some recent research that has been done that indicates that his product might have a global impact on nutrition. His product is a powdered form of natural fruits and vegetables, and it's intact with all the phytonutrients and phytochemicals, so it's still very good for you. And according to MUSC researcher with whom Grant worked, Nutrifusion has a lot of potential to affect healthcare changes in the treatment of diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, as well as improve nutrition around the world.
That's really cool. I'll tell you, hearing stuff like that, it makes you want to go out and invent something, right?
Absolutely.
Well, speaking of inventing, Bluffton is working on inventing some branding concepts. You talked about this a couple weeks ago. Right. What's the details on that?
Well, now we're ready for the JROTC. The project is well underway with the marketing team from Raw Murdy, working with researchers from USC in Columbia and also USC in Beaufort, the New River campus, and the Hilton Head Bluffton Chamber of Commerce, as well as Town of Bluffton officials. Next up is a series of JROTCs, or public forums, that will be open to anyone who wants to come and share their ideas about what Bluffton is and what they think it should be in the future. The JROTCs will be held on June 25th and 26th from 4 to 7 p.m. and again July 9th and 10th at the Rotary Community Center at Oscar Fraser Park.
Okay, that's open to the public?
Open to the public. You need to register, so call 757-3673.
And you know what else is open to the public? A whole lot of fun. One of my favorite events, the Shag and Drag of Bluffton, is coming up. What are the details on that, Lynne?
Yes, it is. June 15th from 4 to 9 p.m. on Calhoun Street in Old Town and also at the Promenade. The festival features a free classic car show from 4 to 6 with lots of oldies and goodies. And then at 6 at the Promenade, the dance band City Lights from Columbia will play favorite tunes for showing off your shag dancing skills. You know, that's our state dance, so we're all supposed to know how to do that, right?
When I moved here, I had no idea what it was. Anyway, go on.
Right. The cost is just $5 per person, and kids are free. Food and beverage will be available, so come on, have some fun.
It's always interesting to go to a visitor on the island and say, so, do you know how to shag? And they always give you a very funny look, and once you explain, they relax. Anyway, Lynne, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks, Anneliza.
On today's Bluffton Business Report, Shellie West-Hodges is all about cars. One of my favorite topics, Shellie. We can talk about, what our personal favorites are later, but for now, we're going to talk about some of the car dealerships that impact Bluffton. What are you going to kick us off with?
Well, first of all, we just celebrated the grand opening of Hilton Head Lexus last week, and this is part of Chatham Lexus and Chatham Toyota over in Savannah. And this is one out of 4 dealerships that these folks have. The Pittmans, they're actually from Kentucky. They got a brand new showroom over on 278. It's actually right after Sun City. And it's a beautiful showroom, great turnout, great event, beautiful cars.
I was going to say, I hear it's a gorgeous showroom too.
It's like a ballroom.
Wow, that's really cool. Now, speaking of beautiful showrooms, Hilton Head Automotive is kind of sprucing things up too, aren't they?
Yes, and they do Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, and they are renovating the whole showroom there. And I mean, it's great to see that these auto places are doing so well and that they have the ability to do that and vamp it up and really showcase their products. And they've got great things going on, and really excited for them to get that done and finished. They're just now in their second phase of that remodel.
Good. Now, one of the larger automotive presences in the Low Country area, New River Auto Mall. What's happening out there? Yeah,
New River Auto Mall is actually quite amazing. It's right before the exit to I-95, and they have 18 dealerships in that group. And they are actually building a new building for Hyundai, and that's going to be opening soon, so we really look forward to that.
That's great. Well, it sounds like if you need a car, we definitely have an excellent suggestion here in the selection here in the Bluffton area.
Yeah, and all of these dealerships do have pre-owned cars as well, so you can get something awesome for less than the new auto price. So they all have that option as well, even Lexus as well.
Very cool. Now you got to tell me real quick, Shellie, what's your favorite car?
I can't say that.
Oh, come on. All right, categorically, I love muscle cars.
I'm sorry?
Muscle cars, the big vroom vroom cars? Love them.
Yeah, you know what? I will tell you that Lexus has a brand new sports car out. It's called a LFA.
Yeah.
And it's only $400,000, and I think it's awesome.
Well, that's going to be on my Christmas list. You got that, honey? All right. Shellie, thanks so much.
Thank you.
When we return, we'll meet Lieutenant Colonel Rebecca Gray of the Bluffton High School Junior ROTC, and we'll get another peek at the Bluffton High School graduation.
Have you noticed all of the people, activity, construction, and new business on Buckwalter Parkway? Buckwalter Place is a 94-acre knowledge-based, mixed-use, new town development in Bluffton, South Carolina, and is the focus and nexus of a significant amount of economic, commercial, governmental, educational, entertainment, social, and cultural activity in southern Beaufort County. If you haven't already, visit Buckwalter Place and experience it for yourself. Buckwalter Place. Live well. Connected.
I am delighted to welcome Lieutenant Colonel Rebecca Gray. She represents the Bluffton Junior ROTC, a very important organization in our local community. Rebecca, why don't you start off by telling us a bit about what the Junior ROTC does?
Now, most people think Junior ROTC is training you to go into the military, but that's not actually true. The purpose of ROTC is to motivate young people to be better citizens.
Terrific. Now, what impact has the Junior ROTC had on Bluffton High School?
On Bluffton High School, it has a huge impact. We bring a lot of credit to the school, and we help the school in a lot of events.
Cool. Now, you yourself, obviously you've been involved in Junior ROTC. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how long you've been involved and the effect it's had on you?
I started Junior ROTC when I was in 8th grade in the Junior Bobcats program, and I've been in ever since. I'm a rising senior, and I absolutely love it. It's had a huge impact on who I am and my character.
Well, give me some details on that.
Well, in ROTC, it is a character class, so we learn a lot about leadership and how to become a better citizen. And it's given me confidence to stand in front of a camera right now and do this interview, and it's just helped me a lot.
I have to tell you, Rebecca, every time that I have met a young individual from Junior ROTC, I'm so impressed with the way that you all present yourselves. You're well-spoken, you're well-mannered, and it's very impressive.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about the Junior ROTC's major accomplishments at Bluffton High.
Now we're getting a lot of credit for winning the Superintendent's Cup recently, but our biggest accomplishment is definitely the change that we bring in our cadets. It's all about citizenship, and watching the cadets start their 9th grade year and watching them grow and become a good citizen is really the biggest accomplishment we have.
I bet that's awesome. All right, so let's see, what have you learned in junior ROTC?
I've learned everything from first aid to orienteering to citizenship, leadership, who I am as a person. You learn a little bit of everything, really.
I would imagine there's a pretty good balance between learning experiences where you're a student and teaching experiences where you're a leader.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now, finally, how does the junior ROTC interact with the community as a whole?
We interact a lot with the community. We do at least 2 community service projects a weekend. So we've done combined with all our cadets, we've done over 2,000 hours of community service just this year.
Now, do you intend on continuing with ROTC in college?
Yes, ma'am. I hope to get an Army 4-year ROTC scholarship to Penn State.
Well, I have a feeling you're going to be a shoo-in. Rebecca, thanks so much for taking time out of your day.
Thank you.
Before we head into our next commercial break, we're going to take another look at Bluffton High School's very special day.
My name is Mark Devendorf. I'm the principal here at Bluffton High School. I'd like to wish all of the graduates of the class of 2013 my best, my heartfelt thanks, and my gratitude. It's been an honor to serve as your principal. I know you'll do well. You've set the stage for those to follow. You've reached the highest achievements in school history, and we'll miss you so much.
Bluffton High School's class president for the class of 2013, National Honor Society, and top 10% of her class. I give to you, Tyra Holcomb.
Enjoy your life to the best of your ability and never believe that you can't do anything, because you can do anything that you put your mind to.
After the break, Kim Viljac with our Bluffton Entertainment Report.
How's the air temp at your house? Hotter? Colder? Never fear, Season 7 at Covert Air is now underway. If your home is not in the comfort zone, we can be on the scene today. Clean a little coil, find a little leak. If it's over the hill, replace it. Summer's coming, have no worries. Sit back, relax, and stay cool. Covert Air to the rescue. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Welcome back. Kim Viljac has been very busy this week and brings us all kinds of entertainment goodies. So, Kim, let's start off with the Bluffton Shag and Drag. We talked about that a little bit in Hot Off the Presses, but give us all the details.
Yeah, that's right. That is a great event that takes place in Old Town Bluffton. This is the 3rd annual, and it's this Saturday, June the 15th. It is from 4 until 9 p.m. and the first half of it is on Calhoun Street. That's where the Classic Car Show will be located. And then the party continues down at the Promenade from 6 to 9. They have a great band playing, Studio Lights, lots of food, lots of drinks, lots of dancing and music. It's going to be a great night.
Well, it's starting to be a very busy summer in Bluffton because speaking of food and drink, we also have the Blues and Brews happening.
That's right. That's Friday night, June the 14th. And that is taking place down at the Oyster Factory Park and it is the Blues and Brews on the Bluff. And this is a food, music, and craft beer festival. This is part of that Sunset Summer Series party that they have once a month down there. And they have Jeff Beasley and the Groove Tones playing, as well as all kinds of great food. They've got the Bluffton Oyster Company down there, Tavern 46, Palm Key Catering, some wonderful treats from sweets and chocolates and sweets and more.
Oh, you are making me so hungry. Now, how much does it cost to do this event?
For adults, it's $5. Kids under 12 are free. There's plenty of free parking. You can come by boat, come by golf cart, bicycle, whatever you want.
Now, we are very often talking about the Bluffton Farmers Market, which is a fantastic event that happens on Thursdays, but there's a new kid in town, actually not so new anymore, the Buckwalter Place Farmers Market. Tell us about that.
Yeah, that's right. It's been around for a while. It opens seasonally. It just opened last month. It takes place every Tuesday from 2 until 6 p.m. They have lots of great local fresh produce. There's no reason not to eat healthy and local all week long now. Plus, they have lots of great prepared foods, lots of new vendors this year as well.
I'll tell you, thanks to all of these amazing farmers markets, we can eat healthy and local all year long.
That's right.
Now, just give us one more time the details on the when and where of the farmers market.
Sure. It's out at Buckwalter Place on Buckwalter. It's just adjacent to the Publix and Station 300. There's a field there, so there's lots of free parking, easy access. It's every Tuesday from 2 until 6 p.m.
Wonderful. Kim, thanks so much. Great information.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us for the news program that is all Bluffton all the time. I'm Anneliza Itkor for the Bluffton News. We'll see you next time.